everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Gmail client proposals. So I am a freelancer and I receive client proposals on my Gmail account to design websites for businesses. Now going through the lengthy document for checking all the required details for the business for designing their website is very time consuming and hectic. So to solve this problem, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. Now whenever I receive new email on my Gmail account and I fetch the data using email parser, there is an attachment of a document. I am going to extract the details from the document using an AI agent, and as soon as the details are extracted, automatically to create the systematic record, I am going to add all the details in my Google Sheets. So now if you want to learn how to create this amazing AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-summarize Gmail client proposals. So as a freelancer, I often receive client proposals directly in my Gmail inbox, ranging from request of landing pages to complete e-commerce websites. I use an AI agent to automatically extract the email content and attachment details, and I use that AI agent to summarize the key details like the scope, design requirements, budgets, and timelines. These details that are extracted are then automatically been added in my spreadsheet to create the systematic record, making it easy to quickly review, prioritize, and respond to client proposals without manually reading through every email. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So for that, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. Okay, so I'm going to browse this website. Then Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you. On the landing page, you have two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, directly sign in to your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, firstly over here, I'm going to give it as AI Agent to Auto-Summarize Gmail Client Proposals. Okay, so this is the name I want to give to my workflow. And for the folder on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created these many folders in my Pabbly Connect account. And from these folders, I'm going to select a specific one in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI agents as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting this folder, I'm going to click on this create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is then created in the name of AI agent to auto-summarize Gmail client proposals, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which for my trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as email parser. With the help of this amazing feature by Pabbly Connect, that is email parser, we are going to connect our Gmail account to our Pabbly Connect account. Okay, so now whenever we're going to receive a new email by our clients as proposals on our Gmail account, automatically the trigger over here is going to capture the response of the new email received. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as new email received right here. To connect our Gmail account to Pabbly Connect using the email parser, you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with this email address right here. This is a forwarding email address. Using this, we are going to build a connection between our Gmail account and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this email address from here. After copying, log into your Gmail account right here. From this bar, go to the settings option right over here. Click on see all settings option. After that, you're going to land towards the settings page of your Gmail account. Over here, go to this forwarding and POP IMAP option and click on this add forwarding address right here. Over here, I'm going to paste the forwarding email address that Pabbly has provided us. I'm going to paste it and click on this next button. As I'm going to do that, it is asking for me to select this forwarding mail. I'm going to click on this proceed button as I want to proceed with this mail. It says a confirmation link has been forwarded towards this forwarding mail to verify the permission. So I'm going to click on this OK button. It is asking for the verification of this forwarding address. For that, simply open your workflow again, scroll down, and you can see a response has been captured over here in your trigger. If I'm going to scroll down over here in this response, it says body text, and as I'm going to click on it, if I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to scroll it right over here, you can see over here I have received this URL right here. I'm going to copy this entire URL from here and open it in a new tab right here. And you can see this is the confirmation message. I'm going to click on this confirm button as I want to connect both of these accounts using the forwarding email address. It says confirmation success. As now the confirmation has been done successfully, I want to capture the response of the email instead of this response. So I'm going to recapture the email parser response from here. Click on this yes button. It says waiting for email parser response. I want to check whether Gmail account is connected or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh this page from here of my Gmail account. After refreshing the page over here, you can see it says forward a copy of incoming email. I'm going to select this option, and in this blank field, I'm going to simply copy this URL again from here and paste it right over here. Okay. So now as I've done that, now to save this URL, I'm going to scroll down and click on this save changes option right here. So now if I'm going to go back to my see all settings option and forwarding and POPIMAP, you can see a forwarding email address has been added in my Gmail account. Okay. So now the email's copy is going to be forwarded towards this forwarding email address right here that Pabbly has provided. So now to check whether our Gmail account is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email address with a different Gmail account towards the email address which is connected to Pabbly Connect. So this is the email right over here, and this is a different account. And using this account, I'm going to send an email towards this address that is connected to Pabbly Connect right here. The subject is website design project, full business website for the budget. This is right here. Hi, and this is the email that I've written. You can see right over here. Now I want to add a client proposal attachment over here. For that, click on this attached file buttons, and this is my project proposal. So I'm going to open it right over here, and this file is going to be automatically attached in this email. Now as I've done that, I'm going to click on this send button to send this email towards this Gmail account. And as you can see that I've successfully forwarded this email to the Gmail account that is connected to Pabbly Connect. I'm going to open my Gmail account from here. And you can see in my Gmail account, I have received this email address with this attachment right here. Okay. So now as I've received this email, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. And yes, you can see right over here, I have received a response over here in my trigger. The subject is website design project, full business website for the budget 50,000. If I'm going to scroll down over here, you can see in this body text, we have received this exact body that was received to us as an email. You can see right over here from James Carter. And if I'm going to scroll, you can see an attachment link has also been available right here. I have mentioned to all the business owners who are sending me proposals on my email address that they have to send a documented project proposal to me of what all the things that they want from me to do. Okay. So over here, what is going to happen, as I have connected my Gmail account with the help of email parser, all kind of emails that I receive related to my business is going to be captured in this trigger right here. But I want this workflow should only proceed at a condition when I received a project proposal, that is a client proposal. Okay. So I want the attached link over here in this email. Then only this workflow should be further executed from this step. So we're going to add a condition. For that, I'm going to set up my action step, in which for the action application, I'm going to select it as filter by Pabbly, with the help of which we can filter out the values according to our requirement. Action event is going to be filter values, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. For the select label, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the label of the attachment link that I've received right here. If this attachment link in our previous response is going to exist, is going to be there, then only this workflow should be further executed. If there is no attachment link, this workflow is not going to be executed after we receive the response right here with the help of this filter step. I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. The status comes as success, and the message's condition is true because we have the attachment link right here. After setting up our filter step, now as we have the attachment link, I want an AI agent to extract the details from this attachment, the document right over here. For the AI agent, I am using OpenAI. If you want to use any other AI platforms as your AI agent, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. So I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which for the action application, I'm going to select it as OpenAI. An action event over here is going to be extract content from PDF or image, okay? And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection. It is asking for the token. For generating the token, go to this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. Then the API keys page of your OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you. To generate a new token, click on this create button on the top right corner. Firstly, I'm going to rename the key. So the name of the key is going to be test key right here. For the project, I'm going to select it as default. Permission is going to be all, and I'm going to create the token from here. Token is generated, copy it from here and paste it in this field and click on this save button. OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting over here, it is asking for me to select the AI model. For that AI model, I'm going to select GPT-4o Mini. If you want to use any other AI models, you can definitely do that according to your requirement. For the image URL field, I'm going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous steps are going to appear in front of you. And as I'm going to add the PDF URL over here, the URL with the help of which the file from which this AI agent is going to extract the data. So over here, I'm going to search for the attachment link that I've received. So this is the attachment link you can see right over here. And from this attachment link, I want to extract the data. So I'm going to select the data of the URL from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Now we have to write a prompt. Prompt is a text with the help of which an AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. In the prompt, we need to mention all the things that we want and do not want. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as I want to extract the details from the above PDF given. Okay, so this is the prompt that I've written, and right over here I'm going to write it as strictly do not give anything other than these fields. Okay, and over here I'm going to mention the data that I wanted to be extracted from here. So I'm going to enter the name of the fields. So you can see I've mentioned the fields that I want, that is client name, business type, project scope, required pages, design style, platform preference, timeline, budget, payment terms, and communication method. You can see I've added the prompt in which I have entered what all the things that I want from this link right over here. You have to mention it as well. Okay. Now, as I've mentioned these details over here, this AI agent is going to extract the details and give me the details in a paragraph format. I do not want that. I don't want a paragraph format. I want each and every fields separated from each other in a JSON format. For that, we can simply use this amazing feature, that is structured output. Over here, we need to enter the data in a JSON schema, with the help of which we can get the details in JSON format. Okay. So now in order to generate a JSON schema, under important note, go towards this link right over here. Then you're going to land towards the structured output page of your OpenAI account. Click on this generate button to generate the JSON schema. Over here, we need to describe what all the things that we want in our JSON schema. Okay. So I'm going to write over here the things, but instead of writing it directly over here, what I'm going to do is in my PC, I'm going to search for the notepad right over here, and in my notepad, I'm going to mention all the things that I want. So firstly, what I want is, in the prompt, I've mentioned it what I want. Firstly, I want the client name. So I'm going to copy it from here, and I'm going to open my notepad from here and paste it. As firstly, I want my client name, we have to write what is the type of the response that we're going to receive. We are going to receive a type of response as type of text. Okay. So firstly, we're going to write the field name. This is the client name. What will the type of the response? It will be a type of text. And now we need to describe the field what is client name. So for that, I'm going to write it as it says the full name of the client or the company requesting the project. Okay, so this is the description of the first detail that I want, that is client name, type of text and the description. In the similar manner, I'm going to add the field name first, then the type of the response and the description for all the details that I wanted to be extracted from the file right here. So you can see I've entered all the details right here: client name, business type, project scope. Now there can be multiple project scope, so I've written it as type of array, as we're going to get different responses right here. Required pages, design style, platform preference, timeline, budget, type of numeric because budget is a number. Next we have it is payment terms, as we have multiple payment terms, that is why I've written it as type of array, and then communication method. Okay, so these are the things that I want, so I'm going to copy this entire thing from here and paste it in this generate field in the structured output and click on this create button right here. As I've done that, automatically you can see a JSON schema has been generated by the structured output AI right here. So I'm going to copy it from here and paste it in this structured output field in my workflow right here. Okay, so this is the JSON schema with the help of which we are going to receive a structured JSON response. Now we are going to see the magic of this AI right here. For that, simply click on this save and send test request button over here. As I've done that, within few seconds we have received a response right here. In the response, you can see we have received the multiple project scopes, but they are all different. They are not together. I don't want that. In the similar manner, I've received the terms of the payment as well. I want this entire response to be together. For that, we're going to have the advanced response. Toggle this button off of the simple response right here and click on the save and send test request button to have the advanced format response. And as I've done that, I have received the advanced response. You can see now I've received the project scope all clubbed together. You can see right here. Okay, I've received the client name as James Carter. Over here, this is the business type right here. Required pages, design style, platform preference. You can see right here. Timeline, budget was of 50,000. These are the payment terms you can see right here. And the communication method is email, Slack, and WhatsApp. Okay, as the details are been extracted by the AI agent, now what I want is I want to keep the systematic record of these extracted details in my Google Sheets, so that I can just go to my Google Sheets and find all the required things that I want. So now for that, I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which for my action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. An action event is going to be add new row, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On click on add new connection and click on this sign in with Google button right here. It is asking for us to choose an account. In which account have we created the spreadsheet? For that account, I'm going to select this account from here. As now I'm going to do that, it is asking for the access of this account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet first. For the spreadsheet, I'm going to select over here the spreadsheet that I've created in the name of client project brief. So I'm going to select this spreadsheet from here. For the sheet, I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1 in my spreadsheet. So for the sheet, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Firstly, I'm going to map the data of the client name that I've received right here. Business type, I'm going to map the data. Now for the project scope, I have received the data over here in an array format. Over here in the response, I have received a square bracket open in front and in the end. I want to remove those brackets, so I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, in which for the action application, I'm going to select as text formatter by Pabbly. With the help of this amazing feature by Pabbly Connect, you can format the text according to your requirements. An action event is going to be text parser, okay? And then I'm going to click on this connect button. Which text do we want to edit? For that, I'm going to map the data of this project scope that I've received. I want the data after this opening bracket and before this square bracket. For the after, I'm going to enter the opening square bracket, and for the before, I'm going to enter the closing square bracket. So the data between these brackets is going to be extracted from here. Then I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right over here, and you can see we have removed the bracket from the front and the end of the project scopes. Now in this manner, I have received the brackets with the payment terms as well. So simply I have to remove the brackets from the payment terms as well. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this step from here of of this text formatter of text parser, and in place of this project scope, I am going to map the data of the payment terms that I've received, as I want to remove the brackets from this payment terms as well. And again click on this save and send test request button, and you can see I've received this response without the brackets for our payment terms. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, firstly I'm going to map the data of this project scope that I've received. For the required pages, I'm going to map the data right here. Design style, I'm going to map the data over here. For the platform preference, I'm going to map the data right here. Timeline, I'm going to map the data of the timeline. Budget, over here I'm going to map the data of the budget. As I deal with INR, so I'm going to add the symbol that is rupees right here, and over here in the end I'm going to add a slash and a dash. Okay, for the payment terms, I have this text parser payment terms data. I'm going to map it, and for the communication method, I'm going to map the data of the method. Okay, so as I've entered all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button, and we have received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet, and yes, you can see in my spreadsheet the record is automatically been created right here. The name, business type, project scope, required pages, design, platform preference, timeline, budget, you can see 50,000, payment methods, and the communication way. As you can see, automatically the details are been entered in my spreadsheet right here. This means that we have successfully created this amazing AI agent using Pabbly Connect. So now to sum till now what we have done, I am a freelancer and I receive project proposals, my client proposals on my Gmail account directly related to the creation of their website. Now over here, as soon as I'm going to receive a new email with the attached PDF of the project proposal from my client, automatically an AI agent is going to extract the details from that attached file that my client has forwarded. And as soon as we have the extracted details with our AI agent, the record of it is automatically going to be created in my spreadsheet using Google Sheets add new row. And in this manner, I have created this amazing AI agent to auto summarize Gmail client proposals using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.